Oh, sorry for interruption, learners. So we are going to look at the definition of philosophy, whereby we say philosophy refers to the reflective and critical thinking about the concept and the principle we use to organize our experiences in maybe morals, let's say morals, religious, social, and maybe in political affairs or political files. That's the definition of philosophy. Actually, philosophy is a critical thinking about a concept that you're going to look at in a certain manner or in a certain aspect. Then we have philosophy of education. There is a difference between philosophy and philosophy of education, whereby philosophy of education is application of the fundamentals, principles of philosophy of the works of education. Are you getting it? So we have general philosophy. We are looking at the types of philosophy, I think. We have general philosophy, technical philosophy, etc. So let's look at the importance of philosophy of education, in education, And we said philosophy equips a trainer with the ability to influence educational problems and issues, offering alternative solutions or actions to the problems. Okay? 2, we said philosophy enables a trainer to stimulate intellectual interest of the learners. It also encourages the trainer to look at educational problems more critically. It enables a trainer to look into a certain problem critically. Okay, a trainer can think deeply on a certain problem so that he or she can come up with a certain solution. Philosophy also helps a trainer to know the extent of their authority over the learner. Like, for example, I'm a trainer. I'm supposed to know the boundaries between I and the student. And I'm supposed to have that authority that I'm a trainer, yes. So I'm supposed to be authoritative, something of the sort. Then philosophy also makes a trainer aware of implications of various issues involved in education. So many things are involved in education, right? So a trainer should be aware of those implications that come out of education. You understand? Then philosophy also helps a trainer to understand their role in teaching. That's self-explanatory. It helps a trainer to understand their role in teaching. What's your role when you're teaching? What are the roles you're supposed to do when teaching? Again, philosophy helps a trainer. I had mentioned that. I'm repeating myself. So, analytical function of philosophy enables a teacher to examine underlying meaning of words commonly used in education. Are you getting that? It enables a teacher to examine underlying meaning of words commonly used in education. Hence, be able to define concepts and terms. I think it's also self-explanatory. Like a teacher or a trainer can examine those terms or those functions or terms or concepts that are used in education and be able to maybe define them, maybe discuss about them, maybe elaborate on them to learners. Yeah. So we are going to look at the third objective of philosophy to learners, which is branches of philosophy. We are going to look at the branches of philosophy, and the first branch is metaphysics. Metaphysics. That's the branch of philosophy. Okay, let's just mention them, then we will explain in details later. So we've got metaphysics. Those are the branches of philosophy, remember? We have metaphysics, we have epistemology, we have axiology, we have political, we have ethics, we have logics. What else do we have? We have aesthetic, epistemology, metaphysics, political, logics, ethics, whatsoever. There are so many. So let's start with metaphysics. Meta means beyond, and physics means physical. You understand? But meta means beyond. So when we come up with a definition of metaphysics, we say it refers to the study of what goes beyond physical world. That's the easiest definition of the two terms, meta and physics. Then it studies man and the nature of the world in which man lives, or human being lives. Okay, we are not talking of the man exactly, but human being lives. For example, the existence of God, metaphysics, the existence of God. Like it's something nature, something we believe in, something beyond our thinking, something beyond physical world. Like we can't see the existence of God. Okay, we can't see the nature of soul. Like say you have a good soul. How? It's beyond the physical world, the physical, you understand? So we have Holy Spirit. When someone says, I've received the Holy Spirit, what kind of the Holy Spirit has he or she received? Have you seen it? Have you touched it? Can you touch that Holy Spirit he or she is talking about? So such things are metaphysics. We have wind. You can say wind. Wind, we know wind exists, yes. But can you touch wind? Can you talk to wind? Can you speak and, can you converse with it? You get it? So, under metaphysics, we also have branches of metaphysics. Branch number 1. That's under metaphysics, the branch of philosophy. So branch number 1, ontology. Ontology means beings. Yani zile vitu zinaendelea kukua. How can I say it? Zile vitu zinaendelea kuishi. Okay, kukua. Beings. What do you understand by the term being? I'm a human being. What do you mean? What do you mean by being? Okay, let's continue. We'll see that definition later. Cosmology. That's a branch number 2 on metaphysics. Cosmology. Cosmology means universe. Universe is something like a whole of something, okay? Then we have theology. Theology is supernatural. Something supernatural. Something is happening supernatural. Something like you are not imagining that it can happen. Supernatural, okay? Then rational, study of soul, mind, and whichever. So maybe we define ontology so that you can see what it entails. Is the study of beings and is concerned with the aspect of to be or not to be. Being, a state of existence. I told you. Being. Yani, I'm just being there. I'm a human being. Yes, I'm existing. I don't know how I can explain it, but hope you are getting me, learners. Hope you are getting what I'm saying. Being, a state of existence. I'm still existing in this world. Okay, you can be dead, but you are a being. You've been being there in the grave or anyway. Then thus living things and dead things have a common thing, or i.e. being. You see, you can be dead, but you are a being. A state of existence. You understand? Then you can be living, still living on this earth, but you are a being. I don't know. I don't know if I'm confused or you're getting something. Let's look at the branch number 2 of metaphysics, cosmology, whereby is a study of universe. Universe, I told you, universe, whole of. Philosophers study the universe to explain myths about phenomenon on the universe. You understand? Myth inamaanisha traditional story to explain belief concerning some phenomenon experiences. Myth. For example, in your tribe, or for example, let's say Luyas. Not only Luyas, let's just say Bukusu. Bukusu. We have a myth whereby circumcision, we believe in that, and it's a myth we must follow. Are you getting it? Okay. Theory, branch number 3, branch of metaphysics number 3, theology, a study of supernatural and religious matters, studies God from a point of reason. You understand? It deals with the nature of religious belief and the existence of God. Yani, hiyo ni kitu ina deal to na nature, some things that are supernatural, things that you cannot see, you cannot touch, you just hear about. They are supernatural. You just hear about them, and they have supernatural powers, they have supernatural features. You understand? That is theological, branch number 3 of metaphysics. Branch number 4 of metaphysics, rational, whereby it's philosophy of mind. Philosophy of mind, rational. Philosophy of mind. How your mind, study of psycho. The study of your soul. The study of your psychology. You understand? Your soul. It states by being aware that man perceives, imagines, remembers, feels, understands, and wills. Are you getting what I'm saying? Like rational, it states, but by being aware that man perceives, or a human being perceives, a human being imagines, a human being remembers, and a human being also feels and understands. Are we there? It tries to find the relationship between a body and your mind. It just tries to find the relationship between your body and your mind. That's rational. Okay, let's look at the applications of metaphysics to education. Now we are taking metaphysics to education. Its knowledge guides study of astronomy and general study of the universe. It helps develop a mind that goes beyond fanatical approach to issues and embraces reason in the face of religious matters. Because of time, let me be quick, a bit quick. The next branch of philosophy is after metaphysics is epistemology. Epistem means knowledge. Epistem. The word is combined into two. We have epistem and logia. Get me right. We have epistem and logia. Epistemology. So epistem means knowledge. Then logia means studying something. Logia, I'm studying something. I have a knowledge on something. I'm studying something. So the meaning of epistemology, it's a philosophy study of knowledge. It's the philosophical study of knowledge, as the term means. Knowledge, study of something. It helps a teacher to understand the meaning of knowledge, condition of knowledge, and sources of knowledge. It helps a trainer or a teacher. It helps you, a trainer or a teacher, to study. It helps you to study to understand the meaning of knowledge, condition of knowledge, and the sources, or where the knowledge comes from. After all, is the mind. Okay? So applications of epistemology to education, it helps teachers to know the process of acquiring knowledge. Let me just mention two as I move on. It enables teachers or students to know various types of knowledge. Yeah, that's true. It helps teachers or learners to know the sources of knowledge. That's true. So we are done with epistemology, a branch number 2 of philosophy, sorry. A branch number 3 of philosophy, axiology. Axia, this word is derived from 2 words, axia and logia. And logia, I told you, logia means studying of something, logia. Then axia means value. Axia means value. Then logia, studying of something. So the definition refers to the study of values. Axiology means study of something. It can be political, it can be social, it can be moral, it can be anything. You're studying of something, okay? Then applications of axiology to education, it helps to identify values that are worthwhile to education. Worthwhile, yani very important to education, you understand? Then it helps to identify appropriate methods to be used in education, okay? Let me just mention two as we move on because of time. Then let's look at the branch number 4 of philosophy. We have logic. It refers to a science of reasoning. It refers to a science of reasoning. It studies the forms of thinking involved in concept judgment and proofs concerning their logical studies. Types of logics. We have deductive and inductive. We have 2 types of logic. We have deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning. So let's differentiate between these 2. That deductive means it makes general statement from reality, then arrives at a specific conclusion about the reality. That's deductive. And then inductive, it starts with a specific statement about the reality and it ends with a general statement about the reality, which is inferred or implied, and it's never conclusive. It will never be concluded. It's just remain like that. That's inductive logic or inductive reasoning. Okay? Now let's look at the functions of philosophy. Let's look at the functions of the philosophy. It helps in individual perspective. It helps the teacher in social learning. It has got so many functions. Let's look at the importance of philosophy. Critical thinking, very important. It helps a trainer or a learner to be a critical thinker. Philosophy. It also helps in ethical decision making. It also encourages lifelong learning. Yani unasoma ukiendelea mpaka future, like you lifelong, you understand? I think I'm speaking to people who understand what I'm talking about, okay? Up to that point, is there any question, any concern, any correction, any? Thank you very much, learners. Let's meet next class. Bye.